The first winter storm of the season is about to slam 18 million Americans in the next 8 hours. Midnight, I-95, I-81, and I-77 become death traps. State police are already positioning tow trucks. December 20th, the biggest storm could strike. Right before Christmas travel chaos. The atmospheric pattern shows no signs of breaking. This could be the coldest December in decades. Snow cover from this first storm creates a feedback loop of cold air. White snow reflects sunlight back to space. Ground temperatures stay below freezing longer. This phenomenon amplifies the next storm system. Each storm makes the following one stronger. The economic impact starts immediately. Grocery stores will empty within 6 hours. Bread, milk, and eggs disappear first. Battery sales increase 800%. Hardware stores run out of snow shovels. Salt and ice melt become precious commodities. Airlines have already started canceling flights. Washington, D.C. airports expect major delays. Richmond Airport will close runways. Norfolk faces the same shutdown. 2 a.m. Friday, peak intensity arrives. This is when tree branches snap and power lines fall. Amtrak suspends service along the Northeast Corridor. Bus lines halt operations by midnight. Don't miss the critical part coming next. Your heating system faces the ultimate test. Furnaces work overtime in sub-freezing temperatures. Filter changes become essential for efficiency. Heat pumps struggle below 25 degrees. Backup heating systems must activate. Pipes freeze when house temperature drops below 55 degrees. Basement pipes freeze first. Let faucets drip slowly throughout the night. Moving water doesn't freeze as easily. Open cabinet doors under sinks. Warm air circulation prevents pipe freezing. Know your main water shutoff location. Burst pipes cause thousands in damage. Here's what weather models reveal about timing. The storm accelerates as it moves northeast. Virginia gets hit first and hardest. Maryland experiences peak intensity around 3 a.m. 6 a.m. Friday, school buses cannot run safely. Your morning commute becomes impossible. Delaware faces maximum impact by 5 a.m. New Jersey sees heavy snow by 6 a.m. The storm exits the region by 10 a.m. Friday. But dangerous conditions persist all day. Road crews cannot keep up with snowfall rates. Salt trucks become ineffective below 20 degrees. Sand provides traction but no melting. Chemical treatments fail in extreme cold. State police report accident rates increase 300% during first storms. Tow truck companies charge premium rates. Wait times extend beyond 4 hours. Emergency rooms prepare for influx. Cardiac events spike during snow shoveling. Stroke incidents increase 200%. Cold weather constricts blood vessels. Carbon monoxide poisoning cases surge. Portable heaters become deadly weapons. Fire department calls triple overnight. House fires from faulty heating systems. But here's the truly terrifying part. The temperature plummets 25 degrees in just 6 hours. The psychological impact begins immediately. Seasonal affective disorder triggers. Vitamin D deficiency accelerates. Sunlight disappears for days. Cabin fever develops within 48 hours. Social isolation becomes problematic. Here's the shocking revelation about climate patterns. This winter mirrors 1978 conditions. That year produced the worst blizzard in Northeast history. Similar jet stream configurations. Identical Arctic air mass positioning. Long-range forecasters see disturbing parallels. December through February could be historic. The MJO pattern supports continued cold. Madden-Julian oscillation affects global weather. Phase positioning indicates Arctic dominance. Warm-ups remain brief and weak. Don't miss what happens at minute 12. The most important preparation steps revealed. Current temperature reads 38 degrees. By 2 a.m., it crashes to 13 degrees. That's Arctic brutal. Stock prescription medications immediately. Pharmacy deliveries halt during storms. Fill all vehicles with gas tonight. Gas stations lose power frequently. Withdraw cash from multiple ATM locations. Electronic payments fail without power. Charge all electronic devices completely. Power banks become essential tools. Download offline maps to phones. GPS signals weaken during storms. Test battery-powered radios immediately. Cell towers lose power quickly. Gather candles and matches safely. LED flashlights prevent house fires. Store water in clean containers. Frozen pipes cut water supply. The agricultural impact begins tonight. Livestock requires emergency shelter. Water systems freeze in barns. Animals need constant monitoring. This storm will dump 8 to 10 inches across Virginia. Mountain areas could see 12 inches. That's 1 foot. Greenhouse heating costs skyrocket. Crops face devastating freezing damage. Food prices increase within days. Supply chains face major disruption. Trucking companies halt deliveries. Interstate highways become impassable. Here's the critical information at minute 12. Your emergency communication plan. Designate an out-of-state contact person. Local phone systems overload quickly. Text messages work when calls fail. Data networks handle traffic better. Establish meeting points with family. Roads become impossible to navigate. Program emergency numbers into phones. Include local fire, police, utilities. Download weather radar apps immediately. Conditions change every 10 minutes. Sign up for emergency alert systems. Local authorities send evacuation notices. Here's what's shocking. No official warnings yet. The National Weather Service is dangerously behind. Monitor social media for updates. Neighbors share real-time conditions. The infrastructure impact starts now. Power grids face maximum stress. Utility companies activate emergency protocols. Crews position before storms hit. Transformer explosions light up skies. Blue flashes indicate power failures. Underground cables resist damage better. Overhead lines snap under ice weight. Natural gas demand increases 400%. Pressure drops affect heating systems. Water treatment plants lose power. Boil water notices become common. Internet service degrades rapidly. Fiber optic cables face disruption. Cell phone towers lose backup power. Battery systems last only 8 hours. The wildlife impact begins immediately. Birds struggle in blizzard conditions. They've only posted winter weather advisories. This storm demands winter storm warnings immediately. Deer seek shelter in populated areas. Vehicle collisions increase dramatically. Pets face hypothermia risks. Bring animals indoors tonight. Salt on roads poisons wildlife. Streams become contaminated quickly. Here's what develops over the weekend. Recovery operations begin slowly. Saturday morning assessments reveal damage. Power restoration takes 3 to 5 days. Tree removal crews work around the clock. Chainsaws buzz throughout neighborhoods. Insurance claims flood adjusters. Roof damage from ice accumulation. Hardware stores restock emergency supplies. Prices increase due to demand. The next storm system approaches Monday. No time for complete recovery. Consecutive storms create compound damage. Each event builds on previous destruction. The current advisory stretches from North Carolina all the way to Maryland and Washington, D.C. Snow removal equipment breaks down. Cities run out of salt supplies. Don't miss the final critical information. The most important part starts now. December 14th brings the next major threat. Models show another significant storm. This system could be even stronger. Gulf moisture combines with Arctic air. The setup resembles major blizzard patterns. 1996 storm similarities emerge. That event dumped 30 inches on Washington. Airports closed for 5 days. Government operations shut down completely. Federal workers stayed home all week. The pattern suggests repeat performance. December 2025 could make history books. Long-range models remain consistent. Cold and snow dominate winter outlook. La Niña effects strengthen the pattern. Pacific Ocean temperatures stay cool. Baltimore residents are directly in the crosshairs. The Delmarva Peninsula faces the worst conditions. This drives jet stream further south. Arctic air penetrates deeper into U.S. The polar vortex remains unstable. Sudden stratospheric warming events possible. These create extreme cold outbreaks. Temperatures 40 degrees below normal. January forecast looks even worse. Multiple major storm systems likely. February continues harsh conditions. Spring arrives 3 to 4 weeks late. Prepare for extended winter season. Normal warm-ups won't occur. Energy bills will skyrocket statewide. Heating costs double typical amounts. Elderly residents face difficult choices. Heat or food becomes reality. Community warming centers open. Churches provide emergency shelter. Social services overwhelmed quickly. Volunteer organizations step up operations. Your power could go out by midnight. But here's what authorities aren't telling you. Delaware somehow has no warnings posted, yet models show 6 to 8 inches there too. Here's your final emergency checklist. Complete these tasks in next 2 hours. First, secure outdoor furniture immediately. Wind gusts become projectiles. Second, clear gutters of debris. Ice dams form without drainage. Third, insulate exposed pipes. Foam wrapping prevents freezing. Fourth, test smoke detectors. House fires increase during storms. Fifth, locate circuit breaker panel. Know how to shut off power. Sixth, find main water shutoff valve. Stop flooding from burst pipes. Seventh, gather important documents. Insurance papers, identification, cash. The storm arrives in 90 minutes. Final preparations must start now. This marks the beginning of winter 2025. The most severe season in decades approaches. The live radar is painting a nightmare scenario. Yellow and red zones indicate heavy precipitation rates. Tomorrow we'll reveal the December 14th storm details. That system could break all records. Subscribe for critical updates. Your survival depends on advance warning. Share this information with neighbors. Community preparation saves lives. The next 12 hours determine everything. Stay safe, stay warm, stay informed. Winter has officially arrived with vengeance. The worst is yet to come. Don't miss tomorrow's emergency update. The December 14th monster storm analysis reveals shocking predictions. When this moisture collides with the Arctic air mass, meteorologists call it a snow bomb explosion. Right now, the storm's leading edge is penetrating southwest Virginia as we speak. The storm system races northeast at 35 miles per hour. That's highway speed, and it's still accelerating. Charleston, West Virginia, you're next in line. Heavy snow bombardment begins in exactly 90 minutes. Beckley, West Virginia takes the first major hit. Expect complete whiteout conditions by 9 p.m. sharp. Here's what emergency managers refuse to admit. This storm has dangerous surprise potential. Translation, it could dump significantly more snow than any current prediction models show. Richmond, Virginia faces 4 to 6 inches minimum. That's enough snow to completely paralyze the capital. This isn't just snow. It's a triple threat system that will shut down major highways before dawn. Lynchburg expects 6 to 8 inches of accumulation. Charlottesville faces identical dangerous totals. Washington, D.C. metro area. This is absolutely critical. Just 3 to 5 inches will shut down the Beltway. Remember, this marks the first accumulating snow. Roads have zero salt residue from previous storms. That makes 2 inches as deadly dangerous as 4 inches during a normal winter storm. Current pavement temperature remains warm, but it's dropping rapidly, 5 degrees every hour. The moment it hits 32 degrees, every snowflake sticks. That critical point happens around 10 p.m. tonight. The shocking snow accumulation forecast map reveals everything. Purple zones receive 8 to 12 inches. Blue zones get hammered with 4 to 8 inches. Even green areas still receive 2 to 4 inches. Even 2 inches creates treacherous driving conditions. Black ice forms underneath the snow layer. Wind becomes a major deadly factor. Gusts reaching 25 miles per hour create blinding snow conditions. Right now, emergency flakes are already falling across Kentucky. Visibility drops to near zero instantly. This is exactly when fatal accidents happen. The storm timing couldn't be more brutal. It peaks during Friday morning rush hour chaos. School districts are making emergency closure decisions. Announcements expected within the next 2 hours. The federal government in D.C. will likely close. OPM announcement expected by 9 p.m. tonight. Here's your immediate action plan right now. Step 1. Fill your gas tank immediately. Step 2. Get cash from ATM machines. Power outages kill electronic card readers. Step 3. Test your flashlights and check batteries. This storm brings heavy, wet, dangerous snow. Wet snow weighs 10 times more than dry snow. It snaps tree branches and brings down power lines. Step 4. Move vehicles away from large trees. Ice-covered branches become deadly projectiles. The most critical survival information comes right here. Do not miss these next 60 seconds. The most shocking information comes at exactly minute 5. You cannot miss that critical survival data. Your biggest danger isn't the snow itself, it's the ice storm that follows behind it. As the storm moves through, temperatures fluctuate wildly. 32 degrees becomes the magic survival number. Above 32 degrees, freezing rain coats everything in ice. Below 32 degrees, snow accumulates rapidly. Forecast models show temperature swings of 10 degrees in just 30 minutes. This creates alternating layers of ice and snow. It's like nature's own concrete mixing machine. Here's your hour-by-hour survival breakdown. 8 p.m. Snow begins, temperature holding at 34 degrees. 9 p.m. Mixed precipitation starts, temperature hits 32 degrees. This becomes the danger zone. 10 p.m. Heavy snow dominates, temperature drops to 28 degrees. Now everything sticks to pavement. 11 p.m. Snowfall rate hits 1.5 inches per hour. Roads become completely impassable. Midnight. Wind picks up significantly. Temperature 24 degrees. Wind chill plummets to 10 degrees. What's happening next will change your weekend plans forever. The worst hits at 2 a.m. when you're sleeping. 1 a.m. Near blizzard conditions develop. Visibility drops under quarter mile. 2 a.m. Peak intensity strikes. Temperature crashes to 18 degrees. This is the storm's knockout punch. 3 a.m. Heavy snow continues. Wind gusts hit 30 miles per hour. First, power outages begin. 4 a.m. Snowfall rate maintains 1 inch per hour. Total accumulation reaches 6 to 8 inches. 5 a.m. Storm intensity peaks again for second wave. Additional 2 to 3 inches possible. 6 a.m. Snow begins lightening. Temperature 15 degrees. But the worst damage is already done. 7 a.m. Scattered snow showers. Brutal cold continues. Wind chill near 0 degrees. 8 a.m. Snow finally ends. Roads remain dangerous. Ice lurks underneath the snow layer. The shocking truth about this storm's aftermath. Arctic cold dominates for 7 straight days. Daytime highs struggle to reach 25 degrees. Nighttime lows plunge near 10 degrees. Emergency managers just classified this as a, quote, quick strike event. Translation, it hits fast, hits hard, then lingers. That snow isn't melting anytime soon. It remains frozen on ground until next week. But there's something even more alarming ahead. This storm is just the opening act. 3 more storm systems are brewing. December could become historic for snowfall. The jet stream pattern locked in place. It's pumping continuous Arctic air south. Weather models show below normal temperatures continuing through December 18th. We're talking 20 to 25 degrees below average. That's January level cold hitting in December. Here's the promised critical information at minute 5. Your survival depends on this emergency data. If you lose power, never use outdoor grills inside. Carbon monoxide kills silently within minutes. Keep generators at least 20 feet from your home. Exhaust fumes are deadly poison. Conserve critical body heat by staying in one room. Close off all unused areas immediately. Write down this emergency timeline right now. 8 p.m. tonight, the storm reaches Virginia borders. Wear multiple layers. Cotton kills in cold weather. Wool and synthetic materials save lives. Most people don't realize hypothermia begins at 50 degrees indoors. Your core body temperature drops 2 degrees per hour without heat in these conditions. Check on elderly neighbors within 4 hours. Senior citizens lose body heat fastest. If emergency driving becomes necessary, carry these items: blankets, water, snacks, and a shovel. Keep your gas tank completely full. Running the engine provides life-saving heat. But here's the scary statistical reality. 23 people died in last year's first storm. Most deaths happened during cleanup operations. Heart attacks from snow shoveling spike. Wet snow weighs 20 pounds per shovelful. That's like repeatedly lifting a bowling ball. Take mandatory breaks every 10 minutes. Push snow instead of lifting when possible. 10 p.m. Heavy snow begins falling at dangerous rates, up to 2 inches per hour. Emergency rooms see 35% more patients during first snowstorms of the season. Slip and fall injuries spike 400%. Black ice remains invisible until morning light. Here's what develops next week. The weather pattern becomes even more dangerous. Monday delivers another brutal Arctic blast. Temperatures 25 degrees below normal. If your average high reaches 45 degrees, you're looking at 20-degree maximum highs. Tuesday through Thursday, reinforcing cold shots arrive. The Arctic air keeps relentlessly coming. This isn't normal December weather patterns. It resembles late January conditions. Long-range forecast models are unanimous. Cold air dominates through Christmas week. But here's the terrifying future possibility. 3 more major storms within 10 days. December 12th, another system develops. December 16th, major storm potential.